What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Reflecting Pool. I'm glad to have you guys here with us today. We have the Mystic Remoras with us. What's up, guys?
Hey,
How's it going?
yo.
I guess go ahead and shameless plug. Where can we find you guys?
You can find us right near the beach at www.twitch.tv/Mystic Remoras. Yeah, we're on Twitch every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you very much for the plug, and super awesome being here, man. Super appreciate it. Excited to do this.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast. But yeah, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna talk about these Commander 2020 cards. Do a whole since everything is out now. Do a whole set review of all the new cards that have come out because there's always reprints, and I'll read them off if they're partnered with. I'm actually going to read the partner this time and not mess it up. So we're just going to go ahead and start off with Trin, Champion of Freedom. 3 and a white for a 3/3 human soldier. Partner with Sylvar, Devourer of the Free. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And Sylvar says for a 3 black and a red for a 4/2 cat nightmare, Menace, sacrifice a human, put a +1/+1 counter on Sylvar, Devourer of the Free. It gains indestructible until end of turn. And hot takes.
It's a card. It does stuff. Doesn't do CDH stuff, probably not, but it does stuff.
Nope. Pass.
Yep.
Too many conditions on those two cards, really.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Not viable in our format.
Yo,
What
but
a
you
man
get
can dream.
the sack outlet.
Yeah, man.
You
get
get
a free
a sack
sack outlet.
outlet that's humans only, and you do get to make humans, but only if you attack.
Yeah, my take is if you were forced to build this deck out of like a Commander 2020 deck building challenge, you wouldn't be in the absolute worst spot out of the Commander options because you at least have like a sacrifice theme going, even if it's for 5 mana. Compared to the rest of like outside of Commander 2020 format, yes, you would not probably want to play this, but if you were forced in this bubble, you would be all right. You would be okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So you want to play this? I agree with
No,
that.
Jacoby. No,
This
This
Jacoby.
actually, it just dawned on me. Hold on. So check this out. Hall of Heliod's Generosity, Underworld Breach, right? Raise the Alarm, because Raise the Alarm makes humans. Lion's Eye Diamond, and Wheel of Fortune.
5-card combo. Perfectly
Yeah.
viable.
5-card
Perfect.
combo, bro. Make infinite. Nailed it. So hold on, Avid Arcanist. It partners with Paco Arcane Retriever, Humid Wizard, and Doggo.
Yeah, that puppy Elemental Hound. That's like the best thing this deck has going for it. Is it's got a sweet dog on it. Everybody loves dogs, and if you want to play dog tribal, this is the deck to go with.
All right, cool. So
Next.
we got Nakara Lair Scavenger,
Mhm.
and she partners with Yannick, Scavenging Sentinel.
So out of the ones we've talked about so far, the best one we've talked about out of these 3 pairing offerings. Sean, I think you should talk about what you said earlier about it.
Yeah, Crossfire's list of it being a turbo ad naz food chain kind of deck. I mean, you're able to use food chain and Yannick and Nakara as kind of a weird ass necropotence that you can do main phase. You're also busting out Children of Corliss, Corpse Knight. You've got Cabal, Sarah Ascendant, Tim the Weaver. You've got the Heliod Walking Ballista combo. I mean, it's unique. It's a farm list, it's food chain comboed together, but not as an actual food chain outlet. So I like it and I don't. But
I feel like with the strategy that it has, if you're able to get your food chain off and get the Nakara and Yannick thing going on, most likely you'll be able to get there if you have, say, 30 life. You'll be able to get the 30 cards and at least tutor or draw into your core list, pay that life back, probably cast the ad naz, and it's like I feel like it's a manual storm food chain. Like it's a mashup of these things that again work inside of the Commander 2020 bubble better than outside of it. But like we were talking about earlier, with Fringe being more viable, this is the deck so far that has the most wheels, and you could probably bring this to a table and
Hold your
do
own.
okay. I don't want to say hold your own, because you have a lot of stuff you need to do, but
You
it-
have
it
a
could
little bit of an uphill
okay.
battle.
I would say like you could get the same amount of wins that I get off of Nin, which is like not many.
Yeah, and I mean, especially if you know how to pilot this deck, I'm sure you could do significantly well, but there's a lot more thought process involved with this pair as opposed to the other food chain pair from this set.
I agree
Yeah.
with you 100%. If you can,
Plus, this
if
one's
you're a
missing
great
blue-red.
pilot and you
Yeah.
understand the list, you're probably better off.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
only food chain outlet you have is Eternal Scourge in this list too. So
Exactly. You don't have even the crappy Mist Hologriff, and it sucks.
yeah.
So you heard it here,
Not
Wizards.
bad colors.
Make green and black food chain outlets.
Right.
Next
Put it back
card,
standard.
we're not going to be talking about Shahrazad.
Yeah.
Next card, Brawlin Sky Shark Rider partners with Shabraz the Sky Shark. This is Niv plus white. People are playing it as Niv plus white with some weird discard outlets that say discard a card, do an irrelevant thing that doesn't matter. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, we were talking about chains of Mephistopheles earlier, and I feel like this deck really wouldn't mind playing around a chains.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, chains out there would be freaking dope for this deck.
Yeah, right? Like, too
Yeah,
bad it's
for
all
real.
black. It would be awesome if it had black in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold
This
on. So
looks fun and refreshing, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Earlier, we were talking about how, at least for me, I'm excited for more strategies to come out, more fringe ideas to become more viable, and hopefully, at least from what we've seen, more people excited to brew new strategies. And when new cards come out, things like that happen. And so, even though this list is similar to Niv, like you were talking about, it has some weird discard cards that it plays that the other Niv list doesn't. But yeah, I like it. Looks new, looks refreshing, looks fun. I would be excited to sit down and play against this list just to see what it was doing differently from Niv.
Oh, you will.
You will.
Yeah.
Almost happened last night.
I might be eating my words, but honestly, yeah, I'm excited for new strategies to come out, and this looks like it'd be fun to pilot and maybe play against.
Yeah, this looks like one of the most viable commander pairings out of the commander set.
So
Well,
far, from what we've
second,
talked about,
yeah.
the most viable, I would say.
yeah. So the next one that we're gonna talk about is Kazur Ruthless Stalker, and it partners with Ukima Stalking Shadow.
Most important thing, it's a whale wolf.
That's all that matters.
Spicy take
That's
from
it.
Chris.
Sean, do you want to take this one?
Oh, dude, I love this deck so much. It's Sultai food chain the way Shaper, aka God, intended it. I mean, when Yukima leaves the battlefield, it deals X damage to target player, and you gain X life, where X is its power. That's an outlet in the command zone. You've got black for pulling up all of your decent forbidden tutors. You can, dude, this deck is ruthlessly fast. I'm not missing white or red. I do prefer First Sliver, but this deck is just as solid in my opinion.
It's got that like really nice CMC for both your commanders too. Like 7 isn't really that bad.
Not
That's-
nearly at all.
That's
Are
2
there
behind
any, like,
Thraxios Timna.
immediate benefits to playing this over the First Sliver? Is it that your outlet is literally in the command zone and not that your outlet is like
Something else.
Let me give you.
You're
Let
not
me give you.
worried about exiling your win con.
Yeah. So let me give you a great example. I cast Demonic Consultation in a game on the Reflecting Pool stream and called Food Chain. The second to last card from the bottom was Food Chain.
And you can still win.
I
Yep.
could not.
Well, yeah,
with this deck, you
can't
would.
With
with
First Sliver,
this
you
deck
can.
you can.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with this you have the outlet, so you just have to land Food Chain. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think
Fantastic
I
stuff.
think with that in mind, this list is going to be pretty dangerous, especially if you can go like that that self-harmy, you know? Like,
Oh,
you know,
you could
removing
you could
that
100%
style.
turn 1 swamp demonic consultation in this deck.
Uh-huh.
Cast demonic consultation, call food chain, and just say, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yep.
I'm just gonna see what happens.
Yup.
You can go
Yeah, just
land,
all in on it.
land LED.
No need for even an LED.
Oh no, to be able to cast the food chain on turn 1.
Wouldn't you?
You can't cast the food chain on
discard it?
turn 1 if you crack it. Yeah.
So
Oh,
you go
are
land-
you gonna
land
crack it in
LED,
response to
demonic
demonic consultation? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crack
it in
food chain for
response to
Greg.
demonic, and then cast food chain, and then next turn untap. Hopefully get
With
there.
your 1 land and not be able to cast any creatures to yeah.
YOLO. We'll
And
figure
then
it out.
just in case food chain doesn't work,
We'll
still
figure
passes
it out.
Oracle, demonic consultation, because
Yep.
Sultai.
Yeah.
Why not? So
Yeah, I mean,
it's really good. That's really
The
good.
the best 3-color combination in Magic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Absolutely.
and so what is the benefit? Let me ask, playing the first sliver over this.
The colors probably just
Yeah,
the better card quality,
Speed recursion.
like which
You get Squee, which is another cast from exile creature.
And graveyard, which is huge.
And yeah.
It's huge. Yeah, being able to entomb it is insane.
So Sliver's still marginally better, but still a solid list from this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And this will be more resilient against like Blood Moon. If that matters.
Accurate. That is
Yeah.
accurate.
Especially
Hey.
with where the meta's heading. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid point. That's a solid point, actually.
So we'll go to the next Jeskai commander.
Speaking of garbage Jeskai cards.
Whoa,
Speaking
whoa,
of
whoa,
garbage
whoa,
Jeskai.
whoa. People are
Gavi
actually
Nest
building
Warden.
this. People are building this.
I build garbage all the time. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know what you're saying.
So does he.
Yeah. So people are building that I've seen. People are building Gavi Nest Warden with like a Blink sub theme with Astral Drift and Astral Slide, and the new blue one that says whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 1 if you do Blink something, because then it makes all your cycles free and they just cycle. It's Angie basically. Angie Falconwrath. You just dig.
So
Now you have to play a bunch of cycling cards that may or may not do stuff, and people are. There's the cycling card that blows up all lands that they're heavily considering, but yeah,
And so it's manual storm cycling, essentially.
yes,
And you
Tour
can
de
only use
France
the
is what I
free.
do.
You can only use the free for the first cycle each turn.
yes. But you blink her, and then you can cycle on everyone's instep with Astral Drift or Astral Slide for free every turn.
I mean, that sounds crazy enough that I'm interested, and again, I feel like I would like to sit down across from it and just see.
The problem is it's a 5-drop. That's
Yeah,
the issue.
Yeah.
that's not the only problem. But like yeah,
that you're the only enabler in the deck is like you've got to have this card out to execute your game plan, Baka.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
okay.
the issue.
And
Yeah.
it only works on the first one you do each turn.
Well, no, like
Yeah, so you blink her,
then
and
blink
when
in
she
it.
comes
Yeah,
back
I-
in,
That is,
yeah,
You can do it
So,
again.
I agree
Look,
with
I'm
you.
not
I
saying
agree.
it.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying people are
I
doing
got
it.
Yeah. Yeah, again, something cool, new, I mean, new and refreshing that's coming out, interesting, different, and might not be the best, but
Mhm. It's cool to see a commander built around cycling.
Hot Tech Dinosaur Cat.
Stop.
Bruh. On to the next. Jarina Kudrow. So we got a Marty one this time.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us care about this card at all.
Nope, don't care. On to the next
On to the next
Howlnet, Storm Sire.
So I have a list for this already.
Nice.
I've seen multiple lists for Calamax, and
So good.
so let me tell you about the first time I read this card. Okay, so when I first read this card, I literally just saw whenever you cast an instant spell each turn, if Calamax the Storm Sire is tapped, copy that spell. And I was like, damn, bonus round is dumb. And I was like, and then I was like, all right, cool. Whenever you copy an instant spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I was like, all right, so you can kill people in combat. Cool beans.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized it said first instant spell,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I'm good on it.
Then it went real
Yeah.
bad. Real
One thing I just
I
feel
am
like-
going to steal a game with you. I'm going to steal a game with this commander. I'm going to kill you with Ral, Storm Conduit. It's gonna happen.
It copies Final Fortune. I mean,
Well, that's irrelevant. Who cares about taking extra turns? You're dead.
So what's your
Oh.
plan here, Baka?
So, first of all, Calamax has to be tapped. So the deck still revolves around Calamax. So if he's tapped and Ral Storm Conduit's out, I can win at instant speed with any copy spell over top of the stack, over top of anyone.
hmm
Because I cast an instant, so you cast some type of instant or sorcery. I cast an instant to copy it. Trigger Calamax, put a copy on the stack. The copy targets the copy effect. I make infinite copies. Ralph Storm Conduit says whenever you copy a spell, ping something. Ping everyone
But-
death.
but your win condition and your enabler are fighting for the 4-drop slot,
I know.
and your Calamax has to be tapped.
Yeah, so turn 4 Calamax, turn 5 Ral, swing.
Butter.
I mean, you can
Sword.
play
Butter.
Calamax really.
Yeah, you know, that's probably the best thing. you can do.
Calamax, the other win condition that people are talking about is Thassa's Oracle Leveler with
Chord of Calling.
Chord of Calling, because you can use him to tap. You can tap him with Chord of Calling to win at instant speed Thassa's Oracle Leveler. Now, however, you have to do it. You have to cast a Chord of Calling for 5 mana, plus the 3 green, so 8 mana total.
People are really
Oh,
trying
wow.
to get that Leveler Thassa's Oracle combo going, aren't
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
they? Yikes.
All right, Jacoby.
Cool.
Get it.
All right, so the
Got
next
it.
one.
Here we
I've
go.
been waiting.
Time.
Luminous Enigma. All right, bro. Look, this card is straight fire. There's already a Turbo Ad Nauseam list that was built. There's a Gravestorm deck where pretty much it all focuses around getting Time out as fast as possible, getting like Caller of the Claw, or an effect like that that gives you a bunch of tokens for creatures that have died this turn, and then you just bring them all back with Luminous Broodmoth because they don't have flying, and then you do it again, and you remove all, and you mill your library, and then you kill everybody with however you want because you're an Abzan and you can do anything.
Yeah, like a Blood Artist or something, right?
Yeah, a Blood Artist. You can put you can use Eternal Witness as an outlet to put all the cards back in your hand to do whatever you want to people's board states. You can, I mean, whatever you want. It can be anything, even a boat.
Yeah, Walking Ballista, Heliod,
Anything.
God,
'Cause it's Sun Titans.
it's got a lot of combos, you know.
That's nice.
Sun
Good
Titan
colors.
stuff. Yeah, Sun Titan stuff is such a strong ability, and then having the ability to mill even though you don't have cards in library is insane.
Yeah, I like that.
It's-
I don't think I read that one before just now, and that might be my favorite Abzan commander right now.
The
Bring
real
old,
strong suit is that it brings back permanence, which is really gross. So you can bring back and then like get like a Hulk if you're on those lines, then your Hulk just gets sacked. It's really just dumb. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't read permanence. I thought it was just creatures. I was like, oh, it's fine. But then I read permanent. I was like, oh, that's actually really gross. Like,
Yeah, it's literally the text for Sun Titan, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing this in Thrasios Tymna post Flashban, and it's been feeling pretty good. It's
Do you
like,
feel like you get enough creatures to come in with vigilance counters?
it makes Bloom Tinder a Faber Elder,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
with
I'm
Tymna,
convinced.
like, yeah, what do you mean? And then it gives, and then like even if your stuff has vigilance, it gives like Tymna gets vigilance. I mean,
Yeah.
that is strong. Like
Mhm.
Thrasios gets vigilance. That's strong. Vigilance
Can
is
you not do that? Najila likes coming at you when your creatures are tapped, please.
like ugh, it's insane. Like
yeah, Jacoby plays this card against me, and in the 99 of his Hulk Weaver list, and like it's
Yes.
really annoying. Like
it's so
good.
good.
with vigilance is just oh my gosh. I don't
You
know.
can it
So-
turns necromancy into recurring nightmare. Like it's gross. This card is insane. It's It's already breaking the meta.
All right.
3 colors.
A wild Dewey appeared at my door.
Hey,
So,
All right, so
Dewey say hi to-
Zaxra. We're on Zaxra, the exemplary.
yeah,
the Bloom Tender effect
yeah.
Hey.
that goes infinite with Freed from the Real, like Bloom Tender and other cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does
so
go.
I like this card.
Bro, this card actually makes double blue. Like it's it's good.
Yeah, not bad at all.
You can actually
good
have blue
colors.
with Freed from the Real.
Death touch.
Mm-hmm. It kills
I mean,
Timna. Makes
You
things
can
kills Timna.
100% have Freed from the Real and whatever, but the issue is you still need an outlet. So
Yep.
Yeah, and you're probably not going to be playing a lot of stuff with X, like maybe Walking Ballista, because you're making infinite mana, and then you can make a Hydra creature token that's irrelevant at that point. Yeah, I don't really know what some of the synergies are supposed to be here.
I mean, is this
I
just
have no idea.
is this just best if you're really looking for like a third Bloom Tender effect and you're desperate?
but you can't play one of them in this because it's missing white.
You would just put
Yeah,
this
you
in the
can't play
99.
Pharaoh.
This is
Yeah, like, would you throw
probably
this
a
in
solid
Penrith?
card in the 99.
Throw it in Kenrith Bloom Tender. Oh, sure.
I mean,
I guess.
Yeah, I think you're right, Baka. I think the drawback of not having any kind of outlet built in is probably enough to like just keep this out of the meta as far as a commander being built, a deck being built around it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure someone will go X tribal somewhere, but that's not us.
Yeah,
Tribal
I-
Hydras has a commander now.
the Bloom Tender effect is cool.
What about Vorel of the Hulklade? That's the real Hydra commander.
But that's not in
Knows what it
2020.
is.
Does anyone actually know that card except him? Anyone?
I think I'm using it as a proxy for something.
It's the card that doubles the amount of counters that you have on a permanent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know Varel.
It combos with
yeah.
Staff of the Magistrate.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
remember this card.
Yeah, bad old combos.
I am 100% using this card using that card as a proxy.
I've not seen this card since 2015.
Yeah.
2014.
Exactly.
When I played Standard.
Oh god.
So speaking of X costs,
Yeah.
Oh,
Cryptic Trilobite. What's that about?
Garbage.
No, that card's
Bro.
actually really good. So,
Yeah,
This card's actually spicy.
whoa. So Godo is playing this now because you get free activations on Help of the Host off this.
It's true.
So it's actually really dope.
Evan.
There you go, Evan.
So you can, so like Soul Ring or Mana Crypt, like so like once you have like 2 counters on this, like it gets really gross. It's really just it's really honestly just for that, but it's another way to get there without like having more mana. So once you have exact mana, you just remove counters from the Trilobite.
Yeah, honestly,
with a host.
I kind of like this guy.
There.
He's a decent two cost mana rock. Like nothing
Yeah,
real
I was
special
gonna
though.
say he is literally a rock.
Yeah, just a mana rock that lives.
Mhm.
The creature mana rock.
You have to use it for.
That'll go right
That
into
is
Godo
interesting.
for sure.
Out of the
There's
white
worse
and into the blue, where everybody's favorite free counter spell was printed. Fierce
Yeah.
Guardianship. Is there anything else that anyone wants to talk about?
The only bad thing about Fierce Guardianship is that it's a non-creature spell.
Dispel?
It
Still play
immediately
Force of
replaces
Free
negate.
dispel? Negate, I mean?
Do
It,
you replace
I think
negate or force of negation?
so.
Forces of negation
Depends on
do
the
buff.
deck. So like Najila doesn't play Force of Negation because Force of Negation is bad on my turn to try and win.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So it replaced
That's
Negate for
fair.
me.
Okay.
But I think, look, we got to talk about Eon Frolicer though. Giving your opponents extra turns, like
Eon?
What?
you haven't read that card?
No.
Oh, that's him.
Another
Wow.
otter.
You gain protection from that player though, so you know you can't lose to him.
That's just that's hot garbage.
Yes, you can. If they play
I'm
a
just
Thassa's
kidding.
Oracle and a Demonic Consultation, you
I'm
just
just
lose.
I I like Ethereal
So
Forger
many
for a
people have
dull
missed
card.
this card, and I just wanted the. We gotta get.
hate
I love the
this.
faces that just happened when I said this card.
That
So
otter
you,
needs to be
I'm gonna
holding a
screenshot
crown.
the heck out of this for when it hits the YouTube.
If this otter was
when it
holding a
hits
crown,
the
because this is
YouTube, I
Kingmaker
hate you.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I think nascent metamorph
How is
should be
this
a frog
otter flying?
shapeshifter.
It is.
Ah.
It definitely should be a frog shapeshifter. Nascent metamorph.
Did you see how much Fierce Guardianship is up to, by the way?
Yeah, it's
No.
$60.
No, $85 as of this morning.
What? Shut the front door.
So if you haven't pre-ordered like 4 copies of that deck yet, get on it.
Wow.
Wow.
It'll
Yep.
go. It has to go down. It has to go down. There's no way, right?
It's
No,
not
yeah,
gonna
it'll
be
go
US,
down.
right?
Yeah,
It's
cards
not
are being
gonna be US, right?
Inflated before they're
It'll
out.
probably be like Dockside,
When
where
they're done.
Dockside hit like 30, came back down to like 15ish, and is now creeping back up at like
Hey,
22.
I have a
23.
question about Fierce Guardianship. It says if you control a commander,
Yes,
If
sir. You give the Drake
someone's
someone's
commander,
commander.
the Drake, can you
Hell
cast?
yeah, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. I've already done it
It has to
multiple
be someone's
times.
commander. It can't be like a legendary creature in your 99, right?
No.
Right.
Correct.
Has to be a commander.
But that's
Yeah.
tight so that it works if you've gilded Drake someone's commander.
Yep.
It's so busted. It's. I
Yeah.
mean, all of the
The
cards.
best card printed yet.
Yeah. Flawless Maneuver says if you control a commander. Fierce Guardianship says it. All of them do. It's
Yeah,
insane.
they
all
all
do.
do. They all have that same text.
All right, so
on to this
moving.
Cast spell.
The
We're
black.
gonna move through black because all of the cards
Wait,
are bad.
no, Deadly
Whoa.
Frolic.
No.
Whoa.
You're just saying
Spice.
stuff now. You're just trying to. I feel like
This guy.
Deadly Rollick is good. Exiling
trying
for
to
free
trigger
is
people.
Really, exiling for free is really good.
Yeah,
Um,
you can't go wrong with that.
It's an
The
elaborate board.
ninjutsu's is already playing that card.
What about
Oh,
Cat?
yeah,
Can
yeah.
Cast play that?
But it's a black.
Which one?
You get- I don't
Cast?
know what-
Would
Is
Kess
Kess
play it?
playing
Uh,
Yeah.
Maybe. Depends
What
on the
the
meta.
fuck?
If the meta stays creature heavy, probably.
Yeah.
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 Oh hey, I just noticed that it's
Cast
ahead
wanted-
of that. son of a
Wanted
bitch.
probably all
Yeah.
of the new free spells.
That one.
It's got Otrimi's head on there.
Yeah,
Nice.
Trimmy.
Didn't even notice that. Yeah.
Yeah, deflecting SWAT. Hell yeah.
Yes, yes. Good card.
Because it says targets with an S on the end. Card is great.
Hmm
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
really good.
That's okay. That's
Yep.
pretty spicy.
Huh?
Yeah.
Flusterstorm.
Son of
Oh,
a bitch, that
deflecting
actually works
SWAT.
against Flusterstorm.
No,
Deflecting,
Fluster
yep.
Storm still only hits the one copy.
Yeah, because you can
Because
only change the
Storm-
target of one
Oh, for
copy of
targets,
what
Yeah.
that's right, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah, but if someone played what is it, Hull Breach, destroy target artifact, enchantment, land, and creature, you can just be like deflecting SWAT. I'm gonna blow up all your stuff.
Mhm.
God damn.
So
Yeah.
about that question, what all did you take out in the Gila? Because I've heard like 4 cards that you've added from this set to this list. Like what all came out? Like that's
Fastest Oracle came out, Demonic Consultation came out, Tainted
Oh, you
Pact came
just-
out.
you just took out that whole consultation package? Really?
cares?
That's
I don't
what
need the
did with
consultation
Najila
package.
when I put
You don't.
weird
I don't need
stuff
it.
in.
I'm gonna overrun the board. If you stop me, I'm still overrunning the board.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay,
Let's-
so I will say that your species specialist makes much more sense in a list without Thassa's Oracle. And
That's what I was saying. I was like, what? Like you just do okay. That's so
Shout
wild.
out to Black for the advice on that one. Shout out to Black for that. 100% him. He was like, you should just cut all those and just play more draw engines.
I don't know if that's right, but it makes more sense with the species
Yeah.
specialist in there. And look, check out this meta. It allows you to just cut your Thassa's Oracle Demonic Consultation, one of the tightest win packages in the format right now,
Pretty
and
dope.
experiment with this other stuff. Like, I feel like we're in a fantastic spot for competitive EDH right now. It's like a breath of fresh air for me, honestly. Then.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
guys.
That's
Yeah.
we
Some
did it,
definitely
guys.
some
Commander
already.
2020.
So
Yeah.
all right, where do you think the meta's going? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
The meta's going
Mid-range
down the
Grindy.
toilet.
Mid-range grindy. Like,
It's gonna get grindier than a middle school dance.
yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty grindy, my guy.
Between Opus Thief and Najila, I feel like I'm gonna go back between wanting to kill all the creatures and wanting to have some of the creatures. Like that's
Yeah.
like I feel like those are your options.
Are any of you building any of the new stuff?
Absolutely.
He's
Yes.
Sean builds
There, three.
spoiled ever. If it's a legendary card, Sean will build the deck.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's not
Sean.
gonna be good, but I build it.
I
I
plan
mean,
to
I'm-
have the Growlin and Shabraz next week.
Oh, mirror
I
match. Here we
plan-
go.
Honestly, I want what I was excited most about was putting Kess together for our meta. And with all these new reprints, I don't think that's changed for me. I think I'll still probably put that together, but
Be pretty good.
yeah. I don't think I'll
So-
be doing anything from the new set personally.
So I've already got Tyam printed out in proxies. I want to build that Ukima Kazur like food chain ad nauseum. I want to
Yep.
play that. That's gonna be gas, and then I might play Calamax.
My Calamax back. Bad
Interesting.
I
Jacoby.
don't. Yeah,
Bad
I don't.
Jacoby.
I feel like I'm gonna find more fun with Tyam and Ukima Kazur or whatever. I'll never be able to say it right, so we'll just have to get over it.
Yeah, you know,
I'm gonna win a competitive game with Ralph Storm Conduit and be very happy. It's
I've
all I
never
want out of
seen a
life.
food chain deck. I think the Ukama deck would have me the most interested in putting a food chain list together.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's gonna be so fun, so much fun. I mean, like the only card that you're missing is Squee for food chain, and you just go balls to the wall like all the time. Every time you draw 7, it's like, all right, cool. I'm either losing this game on purpose or I'm winning this game on purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be a blast.
Mhm.
Yeah, every opening 7 is just a joy to look at, really.
Oh yeah, it's like it's gonna be,
It's just like, oh,
it's
fucking
gonna be
butter.
amazing. You're like you're
How
opening
fast
7.
can
You're
I
like,
try to win this game?
Fucking Sonic the
you
Hedgehog.
look at you look at your opening 7. You don't even care about your commanders anymore because your opening 7 is gonna be like Dark Ritual, Land, Mana Vault, Demonic Consultation, and Fierce Guardianship, and you're like, I think we win here.
If there's an exile creature in your opening hand, it's like, yeah, no, I win this game.
Yeah. Cool. Done. So, it's
I
just
think you
gonna
have
be.
to play Rip Sweeper in that deck too.
I don't think you care.
Because it's a
Yeah.
command, like, there, if
In case
you're-
they exile your food chain, maybe.
Right. So if someone is no, it doesn't even work with Praetor's Grasp because it's face down, so you can't grab it with Rift Sweeper. Literally, if you swing and miss with your Demonic Consultation, is really the only thing you have to worry about.
Well, you're dead at that
Yeah.
point. Like, you're
Right.
just,
Yeah.
Absolutely, you are.
huh.
Yeah, you don't have.
I
the
might
food
actually want to put that together too. That sounds
fall back on.
Doesn't
that
it?
sounds
Like it
that
sounds
sounds real fun to
real
just like call it Yayit and just go.
or like
Mhm.
go, and then you also put like ad nauseum lines in it really heavy because the entire deck is going to be 1 and 2 drops. That's
It's dirt
that's
cheap.
it. Yeah, dirt cheap. Like I think the most expensive thing you'd probably put in that list would be
Mist
Force of
Hollow?
Will.
Oh,
Force of
of
Will.
yeah,
of Will's
Force of
5.
Will. Force of Will, but other than Force of Will, I think the most expensive would be Food Chain. I think that's it.
Mist Hollow.
Mist Hollow. Mist Hollow is still 4.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
Miss Hollow. I'm sorry.
Mist Hollow is 4. Eternal Scourge is 3.
I
Food
equate
Chain
that as
3.
0. It gets cast off a Food Chain for
If
free.
he plays Jace, he's 4.
I don't think you even play
personally,
Jace. You just play
personally,
Thassa's Oracle.
I think a lot of people are gonna go to the black hand rip spells. That's just my hot take.
You mean
Oh,
like
just
Duress
obliterate
and
people's hands.
Thoughtseize, or
Yeah, stuff like that. Inquisition of Kozilek, Thoughtseize. I think a lot of people are going to play maybe a 1 of or 2 of them because people right now everyone is still on Oracle. Like yes, there are people playing Najila combo and whatever, but tons of people are just like, nah, I'm just going to play Oracle, Jace, and Demonic Consultation Tainted Pact because it's 4 slots, right? That's it. I don't have to do anything else. That's my win condition. And
So
to protect that, I'm gonna play like Thoughtseize and stuff like that because now it becomes really, really bad. Really, really bad if you cast a if I cast Thoughtseize and I target Jacoby, and Jacoby has a counterspell in hand, it's like, well, I can counter this Thoughtseize, but that doesn't do anything because he's gonna try and win here.
Mm-hmm.
well, wasn't there a new
and then they get
card
to
that
see
was
your hand
printed
and
in
take your
Standard?
counterspell.
Wasn't there a new card that was printed in Standard that was like 1 or 2 black mana, rip a card from everyone's hand? Like, I'm pretty
No?
sure that was a thing.
There's the one black Vicious Rumors. Deal a damage to everyone. Everyone mills one. Everyone discards a card.
Wait, for one?
For one, yeah. Vicious
It
Rumors.
affects you too. That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing like
Tasigur
Croxa
or something?
or Tasigur, like you don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's just so much spice. Is there anything else anyone's gonna play that's like hot takes? Like, is anybody gonna build some Xyrus, the Writhing Storm?
No, my
Sean?
only plans for these commanders are Brawlish, Shabazz, and Tyam.
Yeah, I'm actually
Mm.
yeah, Brawlin Shabrazz, Yukima, and honestly, the other commander I was excited about is from Ikoria. So
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'll probably play Calamax. I might test Yukima. If the Gavi Discord gets together and builds like a Gavi list, I might proxy it and temp it and see what it does. See if I can cycle and whatever, because I have a budget Angie list that I like to play around with.
So I'm gonna slide my Tyam because we are streaming. So I'm gonna slide my Tyam list into the Discord, or into the Twitch chat, and then for you guys I'll slide that Tyam list in the Discord. And you guys can see like how crazy it is. I'll put it in general.
and you guys can see how generic ass the food chain list is. Here, let me bust it out.
Oh yeah, like let me
Like,
see it,
The
please.
deck builds itself, man.
Yeah, I feel like with Food Chain, it's got so many cards that are like Food Chain specific cards that, you know, you take all those Food Chain specific cards for your strategy, and then all the cards that you would normally want to play, like your counter spells and your rocks and stuff, and you pretty much already have a deck put together. Like,
You lose out on a couple of dorks, because
Yeah.
you lose out on like Noble Hierarch and Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Yep.
But I mean,
Right.
you
Get
could,
Boreal
Dark-Tide.
yeah, you stop.
Oh, so Thrasios
Just not.
Rayhan is the replacement for the Whale Wolf and the other card. All I care about is Whale Wolf. That's all I want to play.
Whale Wolf,
Like
yeah.
I do not want to play the other card. I don't care.
The other card doesn't even
Do you
really
ever
matter to the
actually
strategy,
cast
right?
the green commander
You
out
don't-
of that?
No, no,
Kazir?
you don't.
I've done it.
To do what?
I mean, it can make some good combat damage, right? But
To
Yeah,
do
I-
what? Just
Uh,
get some bigger dudes?
Since my food chain got countered and so did my recur from the graveyard thing, I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and play with Kazir. Let's see what happens.
Bad
better
sign.
to have two commanders than one.
This
Mhm.
doggo is about to get real big.
Let me fix that list. I forgot that I was substituting other cards in there for the commanders.
I wish it was partner with or it was just partner because
No,
If
They're
all
not-
of these were
they
just
know they
partner,
fucked up. They're never gonna do that
Imagine-
again.
Imagine Kazir, or no, imagine Okima with Thrasios. Like, that would be so good. It would be so strong, and it would encourage high-level play. And it
No,
would be
I
amazing.
would 100% play Ukima and the red green. Whenever she deals damage, make Saprolings.
Ton?
Oh, Tana?
Oh, Tana? Yeah,
I would
that's-
play that. I would play those two because I want the red for the extra
For
things.
Squee, Yep.
Would I cast
Squee
Tana? I
and
mean, if I
Darkside?
cast Tana, I'm probably up a creek if I'm casting
I'd play
Tana. But I mean,
Rollin Thrasios.
oh
and
my
then just
god.
go for infinite mana, draw your entire deck, and Wheel of Fortune to discard your hand, and everybody dies.
You sick son of a bee.
All right, guys.
That's just rude.
Yeah.
Well, if that's all the spice that we're gonna add to the chat, then I guess we can go ahead and cut it here. Do you guys want to shameless plug one more time? You guys are the Mystic Remoras, so
We are.
where can we find you?
Hey, we're the Mystic Remoras. You can find us on Twitch every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern and on YouTube also at the Mystic Remoras. So check us out, and huge shout out to the Reflecting Pool for having us on. This was super
Yeah,
fun.
Thanks a
Hopefully we can do
Gang,
something
gang.
like this again. Had a blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a
we
great time.
always,
Mhm.
yeah, we always love having you guys on. we were pretty consistently on each other's streams at this point.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, love having you guys on. We love being with you guys on your streams. And yeah, so we're gonna have that big placard with all of our information pop up right now. So yeah, find us everywhere you can. Thank you to all of our sponsors and all of our patrons. We love you guys very much, and we'll see you guys next time that we take a dip in the reflecting pool. We
Hey.
outie.